resources they didn't know that they had when they were working alone. All right? And they discovered goals that they didn't know that they had when they were working alone. Right? So the argument that Tocqueville was making is that working collectively is transformational because it changes people's motivations, it changes people's interests, and it gives them new resources that they didn't know that they had. Right? And that process of transformation is why you want to build community around the leaders that you create. Right? You don't want to create leaders in silos, you want to create them together. All right? And so, very often when we think about, well, what are the resources that different constituencies have, we think about the Montgomery bus boycott or the civil rights movement in the United States, right? The resource that the African Americans in Montgomery, Alabama had was a bus token, right? One bus token alone is not really much of a resource, okay? Hundreds of thousands or thousands of bus tokens together, that's a big resource. Right? And by denying those bus tokens to the bus company, they were able to sort of integrate the buses. Right? If one person had done it, it wouldn't have been, And so in that way, so the resources become transformational when people work collectively. And so one of the fundamental assumptions of organizing is that you can only achieve change by working collectively. Right? If you're going to try to achieve change by working alone, don't organize. Right? It's the first piece of advice. Organizing sort of only works when sort of people work collectively because it's that process of working collectively that you see the transformations that you need to see. Okay, so how does organizing work? How do leaders do this? All right, so organizing always starts with a constituency. The first question that you ask whenever you're trying to start an organizing campaign is, who are my people? Right? And one of the things I always tell my students, I teach this organizing class at Wellesley, one of the things I always tell my students is that, how do you know if you're a leader? How do you know if you're a leader? What would you say?
You would have someone following you.